Welcome back to the final Garden of Sinners movie. Now it's finally time to wrap up this series, and this is gonna be the kind of like the extra movie, I believe, to the previous one because it has the same name. It's just 9.5. So yeah, as I said, I think this is kind of like an extra bit here. But the previous movie was one of my favorites. I'm gonna try at the end of this movie to kind of like maybe say which movies are my favorite, but the thing is, I don't even know right now which ones, like where I would place them. So I'm gonna talk about my favorites at the end of this, and like my overall thoughts on the series. As always, I'm gonna talk about it at the end of this movie here. But the other thing is, in the previous episode, I talked about, you know, what I'm gonna be watching next and what the plan's gonna end up being for that. And one thing that was kind of consistently popping up that I saw, and I also saw it in my Discord being discussed and stuff, is about Last Encore, right? Because I think I said it's an adaptation of Extra, but you guys said it's not an adaptation of Extra, it's a continuation of it in a way, kind of like an alternate route in a way from Extra, so it doesn't necessarily directly adapt the story, but also I think I'm going to stick with the fact that I want to play the game before I watch it. I think I am going to put it on hold, and I'm gonna play the game eventually once the remake gets released in like next year, hopefully, surely. So yeah, once that gets released, I'm gonna watch that, or I'm gonna play that not directly upon release, but when it gets its turn. And also and then after that I'm gonna watch the thing. It's probably a similar thing with Tsukihime, and also the same thing maybe with the Fate adaptation of or the Fate Stay Night Dean adaptation of the Fate route. Right, same thing with that. So another thing that I saw that I am actually thinking about, I haven't decided on yet, was the notion of playing Mahoya before actually going into Fate Stay Night. It sounds like a good idea, you know. It kind of sounds fun. I would be down for it because Mahoya is a lot shorter, right? I think I looked it up and it's about like 25-ish hours to play. So I am thinking about that. I think that would be kind of fun as well, but we'll see. No guarantees just yet. Obviously, that is gonna be coming after I finish or catch up to FGO, which is gonna still take a few months time. But anyways, that is just the current plan for things. Also, I did see that Prototype I should watch after Carnival Phantasm, and then watch Prototype, and then go into Grand Carnival, I think it is, and then Prison Phantasm, all of those things, right? And then there's an OVA. I have the list. Don't worry, I have the list. So yeah, we're just gonna be abiding by that. And because the episodes are shorter, obviously it's gonna be 2 episodes per video, and it's gonna be 3 videos a week. So we're back to the old Fate schedule. Yeah. Anyways, if you wanna watch this, Uncut and Blur is always on Patreon in the description. And let's go into Garden of Sinners, movie 9.5. Feline, August 1998. Um, he knows it. Yeah, he knows it. Is it Phantom Pain? That makes sense. Nothingness. Mm. Of course. Classic Toko. It's a very photogenic cat. It looks like it would give her like magical powers. Yo, what's up, Asuka? That looks good. The switch up. The switch up, the taboo acted up. Can they even have that? I'm pretty sure dogs can't have like yeast and stuff. I could be wrong though. Just waiting for Mikia. Not interested in anything. They are birds of a feather. Doesn't eat the food, but drinks the water. Very similar. Also, you don't have any litter for her, do you? Or for it?
ならない。そいつ、ミキヤがいないと遊びもしない。
気ままな猫だよ。気のせいじゃないかな。君の里親も探してきたからね。明日には新しいお母さんに会いに行こ
お前が飼うんじゃないの？
できればそうしたいけど、何かと部屋を開けることも多い仕事だからね。
こいつは、お前と一緒にいたいって思ってる。
そっか。でも猫だってたくましいし、3日もすれば新しい親にもなれて。痛い痛い。
It's so concerned.
お前な。猫舐めるな。
Yeah?
はい。
Yeah? Don't underestimate the cat. Whoa. 2 months later, daylight.
夏の終わりの日。ここで、彼女は死んだ。2ヶ月前、8人の少女が浮上ビルから飛び降り自殺をした。
That feels like an eternity ago at this
何の
point.
関連性もない少女たちの共通項は、誰一人として遺書がないこと。彼女、安藤優子も、
Ando Yuko.
その自殺者の一人だ。あまりにも不可解で突然な彼女の死は世間を騒がせた。けれど私は、私だけは、優子が死を選んだ本当の理由を知っている。
Oh.
浅上藤野。その声、宮月さんですか？浅上藤野。彼女は私の通う霊園女学院の
Everyone's a Trayan. Like every single person is a Trayan. Every single girl.
最近まで入院していた。視力はその事故の時に
I see.
ここで
I did see. I did see a comment pointing out that we did see Fujino in the movie. Which movie was it again? 7? 8? No, it wasn't 7. That only wasn't 7. In the Asaka movie, right? We saw Fujino in the background, and it was the blind girl. I didn't realize that. Oh, that Asaka was helping out. That was Fujino. Okay, because we didn't really see. Apart from that, we didn't really see what happened to her after the accident, right?
何を？あなたこそなぜこんなところに？私は病院の帰りなんです。ここは車も通らないですし、近道で。百合の香り。白百合ですね。安藤さんが好きだった花。やめて！無関係な人間から優子のことを聞きたくない！ごめんなさい。なんて無神経さ。目のことは同情する。だが、こんな女に分け知り顔で優子のことを語られてたまるものか。
Higher than thou.
私の言葉では届かないかもしれませんが、あまり思い詰めないでください。宮月さん、浅上藤野が有名な理由。ねえあなた、7月に起きた連続殺人事件と関係があるって本当？何のことですか？別に、ただ殺人鬼を知っていた たら紹介してね。宮月さん、安藤さんのこと本当に大切に思っているんですね。当たり前だわ。親友だもの。ねえ、一緒に行こうよ。優子、未来の自分を殺すことで永遠に生きられるの。素敵だと思わない？彼女は永遠を得るために飛んだのだ。汚いだけの未来はいらない。
Wait, what was that? A future filled with filth?
彼女は永遠を得るために飛んだのだ。汚いだけの未来はいらない。その言葉の通りに私は彼女と一緒に行くことができなかった。私は
Man, I didn't want to see this. This is way too depressing. I didn't want to see the aftermath of it. No!
やはり私だけ生きているわけにはいかない。
Who's gonna be here to stop her, please?
でも
Please.
幸福
Mickey the
を
goat?
狙っている。ここから飛び降りるか。
Nope.
それともこんばんは、
Eh.
宮月さん。浅上富士の。あなた、なんで。宮月さんこそ何をしているんですか？私は自殺の真似事ですか？あなたには関係ない。そうよ、死ぬの。この汚い未来とさよならして優子と永遠になるの。そうですか。でもカッターじゃなかなか死ねませんよ。飛び降りても下は水ですから、万が一ということもありますし。お手伝いしましょうか。何？上がれ。一体何が。宮月さん、7月に起きた殺人事件のこと話してましたよね。その事件の被害者のこと知ってます。どの死体も万力でねじられたみたいに殺されていたんだそうです。とても人間技とは思えない力で。まさか。気がつきました。まさかそんな。あの噂は。その殺人鬼って私なんです。ダメですよ。
I'm surprised that she can use the powers this well without actually seeing, because she needs to see the target, no? At least I was under that impression. I guess she can still barely see it, right? So it's enough for her to use the powers.
そ
What's the difference?
あんまり変わらないかな。
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
一緒に行こうよ。
Don't say that.
この未来を見捨てて、二人で永遠になるの。
Oh.
きっと素敵だわ。
Oh. She was a
誘ったのは
Thanatos.
無神経な私の方。優子は困ったように笑って私をたしなめる。そんなのはいつものこと。裏切り者。汚いこの未来で生きて汚れて死ねばいい。でも飛び降りたのは彼女一人。私は置いていかれた。後日、優子の家のことを私は知った。一家里さん、多額の負債、死体で発見された母親。優子の未来はどうしようもなく行き詰まっていた。死へと誘う私の無神経な一言は、彼女にとって未来の殺害だったに違いない。私が殺したも同然だ。宮月さん、たとえそれがどんなに苦しくても、この世界は綺麗だと信じてほしい。それはあの時、優子が最後に口にした。なんであなたが。私も彼女に同じことを言われたことがあるんです。でもその言葉の意味にずっと気がつけなかった。バカだったんです。たくさんの取り返しのつかないことをしました。すべてのことから耳を閉ざし、やがて何も見えなくなって、一度殺されかけて、ようやく気がついた。浅上藤野は、今はもう薄れてしまったその瞳で、何を見たのだろう。何を見てきたのだろう。安藤さんの苦しみはわかりません。彼女の死は決意かもしれませんし、他の理由があったのかもしれません。儚く強い深い瞳。けれどこの言葉はきっと祈りのようなものだったのでしょう。あなたにもそれは届いたのなら良いのだけれど、なぜか言うことたぶって見えた。
Mm. Woo,
寒く
that
ない
was
四季
say grace. That was
別に。
a heavy one. That was rough.
驚いたよ。四季から誘いに来てくれるなんて。
おい、言い出したのはお前だろ。
4年前の約束、覚えていてくれたんだ。
お前のところ、こういう日は弾丸だろ。抜け出してきてよかったのか。
ああ、それなら大丈夫。けど、朝香は、ちょっと表現できないような味のある表情をしていたな。
おい。大丈夫なのか、それは。
うん、大丈夫。
そうか。あざかちゃんなんて。三船駅からでした。霊園に戻る。新年はこちらで迎えると。
Yeah.
怒ってました。やっ
Oh, Seo.
ぱり。
そうだ、四季、覚えてる？黒猫。夏に少しだけ預かってもらった。
あいつか。
あの後、里親のところから逃げ出しちゃって。
Oh.
なんとか見つけ出したよ。それでまたしばらく預かっていたんだけど、結局そのまま居ついちゃって。
飼えないんじゃなかったのか。
だから、実家で飼ってもらうことにしたよ。四季の言った通りだね。さっき、3ヶ月ぶりに会ったんだけど、僕のことを覚えていたみたいだ。抱き上げたら、顔を舐めてくれたよ。でも、猫なのになんであんなに顔を舐めるのかな？もしかして、僕って美味しいのかな？
それはな。やっぱいい。お前自分で考え。
Yeah, he's dense. It's fine, Shiki. He's just very dense.
そうだ。四季も今度会いにおいでよ。きっとあの子も喜ぶし。
いいよ。俺は今お前といるから、それでいい。なんでもない。
Don't worry, Shiki. He's not gonna get it.
今年も無事に新年を迎えられたね。
そうだな。ミキアは何を祈ったんだ？
もう、当たり前のことをいくつか。
どうせ世界平和とかそういうことだろ。
そんなところ。
たく。
見てごらんよ、四季。雪だ。
Snow? Aww. Wow. 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 What an ending. That's it. That's it. That's it for Garden of Sinners. Wow. What a way to end it, man. Damn. Okay, so we got kind of like 3 stories in this one, right? One of them being the cat one, which was really, really cute, which got a conclusion here in the 3rd one as well. Yeah, really, really, really cute there. And then we got the entire, I guess, kind of like conclusion to the entire Fujino story, which was nice to see because I feel like it kind of left it a bit ambiguous in the show, apart from like if you didn't see this, right? It was just like, oh, and Fujino was taken to the hospital, and that's about it. And then we saw a glimpse of her in the Asaka movie, right? And we got a nice conclusion to that, and also it kind of ties a nice conclusion to the first movie as well, right? The Fujo right movie. I think that's what it was. And then yeah, the ending here obviously ties together the relationship really, really cutely. Just a cute way to end it. But yeah, all in all, what an incredible series this was. Now, I want to talk about, I guess, my favorite movies. I guess I want to try to say which movies are my favorites. So I don't know how I'm going to narrow this down to like one favorite. So I guess I'm going to say which ones are my favorites, like out of like, it's gonna be like 3 or 4 movies that are gonna be my favorite, and then we can discuss it. So I think my favorite ones out of all of them would be movie 5, which would be the movie 5 is the entire lore movie, right, with Soren Araya and all of those crazy stuff happening. So movie 5 would be up there. Movie 7, of course, would definitely be up there as well, which is the Rio movie. And which is also like the long one. And then movie 8 would definitely have to be up there. And movie 9 as well. Movie 9 would also be up there. So 5, 7, 8, 9. So those would be 4 of my favorite movies. Which one would I say would be my favorite? I guess let's talk about all of them. The movie 5 was basically the movie where we got so much lore. We got to know more about the root. We got to know more about Soren, more about what was his name? I should remember this. I forgot his name, but the Fire Mage, right? We got to know more about him, and then we got to see like different forms of magecraft, like bounded fields. It was an awesome movie, right? And it was so creatively done. The direction of this movie was fantastic, and the all the transitions, the way that it was structured out of order. Such a creative movie, the most creative movie out of all of them in my opinion, and it was so fun to watch because of that. It was obviously a bit more confusing because of it, and I feel like I would need to rewatch it, but it was so well done and I really, really like it. Movie 5 was definitely up there. And then we have movie 7, which was really good. I think now, the more that I'm thinking about it, I think the best part of that movie was how it, like the ending of that movie was so good, and it was the one movie that made me quite emotional towards the end, which was really, really good. I really like that. And the more that I think about it though, the less I feel like it would be the bottom out of the 4 here when it comes to like my favorites. Yeah, I think so. Leo was cool and stuff, but also, I don't know, there's something about the entire drug plotline that isn't as interesting as some of the other ones to me. But still, all in all, it was a really, really good one. I really like movie 7. Movie 8 was... I think this might be... I think this one is maybe a bit more of a... I'm gonna guess a bit more of a hot take. I don't know how well beloved movie 8 is or isn't, but I fucking loved movie 8. That's one of the movies, or that's the movie that I think about the most. It just stuck with me so much more than all of the other ones. For some reason, I think it is. I saw comments saying like how like the vibes in this movie are just fantastic, and yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. I think the vibes in this movie were just chef's kiss. They were so good, and the dialogue was so well written. The scenery was so good, the music was so good, and just the calm atmosphere of just two people talking on a snowy night, and talking about life, talking about what they are, their, you know, like what they as a person are, and all of those things. Really cool. And then Miki are just kind of like intently listening most of the time. It was just basically Shiki talking most of the time, and it was fantastic. It was so good. It stuck with me so much. I don't know why. I love movie 8. It's so good. Such a good movie. And then movie 9, I love movie 9 a lot as well. Oh man, more so than I like the entire how it ended. I like the final part of movie 9 a lot. The entire future stuff, and just the concept of going into the future, and seeing how it all went down. It made me very emotional, especially how they utilize the entire future side of, you know, saying how I want to use this to help people, and then showing how that future side helped some people, and then Mikia saying thank you for it. Just really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Really emotional way to end the movie, and seeing uppercase Shiki as well at the end of the movie got me in the feels. I love movie 9 as well so much. It's such a good one. I don't know. I think overall, like, if I were to like objectively kind of like be like, okay, which is the best movie or something along those lines, I think movie 5 would be probably up there. But movie 8 struck a chord with me, like really clicked with me, and movie 9 as well. I think they might even be, both of them might be above movie 5 for me. I think so, but I don't know which one I would put at first place. Maybe movie 9 because it is longer and had more time to cook, but also there could be some recency bias there, so I'm not sure. Either way, fantastic series. I love the series. I do think that it's a series that you need to rewatch, probably, unless you like really take note of every single detail and try to write it down and stuff. I definitely feel like I missed some stuff, especially early on. I feel like movie 1 is the most confusing one, and movie 5 as well, because it is structured out of order, but movie 1, I feel like I would need to rewatch to fully appreciate every single detail, but overall, I still loved it. I also don't know anything about like Toko and stuff like that, because I know a lot of you guys know more about those characters, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the characters are present in stuff like Mahoyo and stuff, right? Which I haven't played yet. So yeah, I do think that I would gain some knowledge, which I don't think is necessary, but at least it would add another layer if I were to play those games as well. But yeah, I think overall, Garden of Sinners was a fantastic journey. Absolutely loved it. The only thing that I would want from this... Oh, there are a few things, I guess, since we're on the topic. The one thing that I would want, obviously, would be some kind of like mana story. But yeah, we're not getting that, unfortunately. It doesn't seem like it. But one thing that I am curious about is what the hell happened to the guy in the Fujino movie? The guy that they took into their, you know, that Toko took into her place and was like interrogating, and they were questioning and stuff. What happened to that guy? He was like one of the main perpetrators of the entire thing. Like, I was waiting for us to get like justice and like to get something, like to make him, you know, to see him pay for the things that he's done. But nothing really happened. Nothing really came of him, which is unfortunate. That was one thing that I was waiting for, but yeah, it didn't really happen unless I missed it. But yeah, anyways, that was the only thing that I wanted to say. That was the only thing. But yeah, overall, fantastic movie. I don't know which one. I don't think that was a movie that I would say is my least favorite. I know a lot of people say that the Asaka one is their least favorite, which I can see why now in hindsight. I enjoyed the Asaka movie a lot, but the ending I felt didn't really explain a lot of the things, and you guys in the comments then explained a lot of the things that the movie didn't explain. So yeah, maybe that one just because of that. I think the first half of the movie was fantastic, or maybe even the first 2/3 of the movie were so fun. I love the first 2/3 of the movie, but I do think the final part, the final the final fight, I should say, was a bit lacking compared to the other movies though. But yeah, anyways, that's my full thoughts on this. Next up, we're going into, I was gonna say Grand Carnival, no, Carnival Phantasm, starting with Thursday? I think so. Be on the lookout for a schedule. I'm gonna post a new updated schedule both on both on YouTube and on Patreon, so be on the lookout for that. And I'm also gonna post it in my Discord. I'm gonna make a schedule channel as well, so you can keep note of that if you want to see that. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.